Welcome back, viewers. It's been a while. It took a while to download all those bloody videos. It must be pretty slow around here with the internet or Wi-Fi or whatever the hell it uses. But anyway, we got around it. Just a bit of a rundown on the trip. It's about 6,000 k's we covered. That in itself isn't a great distance, but you know, we're all old blokes and we've all got our health issues, and plus with the heat, you know, once we got the other side of Alice Springs, God, fuck me, was it hot and humid. I don't know how anyone can live up there in that shit. I was so glad when we got over to Queensland and we turned right and headed south. Fuck me dead. Yeah, you like that weather? You're a different breed of people, I'll give you that. Anyway. The weather itself, even the locals were saying it was unseasonably hot at this moment in the year and humid. They thought, another month they should have been getting that weather. We thought we'd have nice cool weather, and the reason why I chose to go up the centre first, because I thought, we normally get westerlies, so we'll miss out all the truck wash. We didn't get one fucking westerly wind. They were all easterlies, and it wasn't until we were pretty much on our way back that we got, I think it was some northeast, northwest winds. Yeah, that was a bit of an eye-opener, not getting any westerlies. I've never seen that before. But anyway, 6,000 k's in actually 12 days it was. We stopped 2 nights in Longreach. It was a bit too quick. I don't know why we do this, but we did it over in WA. We were going to take our time, and every fucking morning we get up at Sparrow Fart, we pack our bikes up and we go, and it's not until we're half a day on the fucking road and we say, well, what do we do that for? Even to this day, we still can't answer why we do it, but we fucking do it. I don't know whether it's a bit of senility coming in or what it is, but anyway, we done it. We're back. Travelling with others and filming doesn't always work out the best. Unless everyone's on the same page as the person that's doing the filming, it can be quite frustrating at times. And I remember watching the $1 Million Bogan there, and he said then that the reason why he sounds bossy sometimes is because you want to capture specific footage or a specific place, and if other people are going in all different directions and you were expecting them or hoping they were going to be in the film, it can get quite frustrating at times. So I do understand why most YouTubers travel alone. $1 Million Bogan's lucky, he's got a mate, Parry. Parry just seems to go along with him, and they don't have any problems from what we see on the camera anyway. I think you really got to plan it out with people or with a person what you want to achieve and how you are going to achieve it or try to achieve it. And if they're not on board 100%, you might as well go by yourself. Anyway, I've got about 90 videos up on the channel at the moment. Some of them are got good audio, some of them have just got shit. Some of them I didn't even put up because, quite frankly, they were just shit. The audio seemed to be the most problems, but I hope I fixed that. There were places I would like to have stopped on the way up, but when you're travelling together, and especially if you're not in front, it's a bit hard if you pull up and you stop and they get a few mile up the road, and then they decide, where is he? So they turn around and come back. So that can be frustrating for them as well. I understand that. The places of interest that I found very interesting, one was the Woomera rocket display. Yeah, I remember going up there, I think it was in 1971 with my father. So I was 9 years old and they had those big floods on up there, and it took us 6 days to get to Alice Springs. And we had to have a permit or something. The bus had to have a permit or something to get into Woomera. Anyway, it was dark, we didn't see shit, but it was very interesting to see what had been going on all those years ago up there, what they were doing. The museum itself wasn't open, but the rocket display that's around the town, and that was very, very interesting. I would like to go back there again and spend more time there. Ayers Rock, you know, look, I think everyone needs to go and see Ayers Rock, even though you can't climb it now, but to see it, it's just, no film will show you how big it is. No film will show you how, what's the word, magnificent it is. You really got to go there and see it for yourself. It's quite extraordinary. And to see where the people went up on the chain, the sides, how steep they are, you could see you take one wrong step and you ain't going to stop until you get to the bottom. That's a long way down. The countryside around Mount Isa, I always thought out there was flat. Couldn't be further from wrong. It's very, very rocky, hilly. It's like almost like going up through Arkaroola and the Flinders Ranges. Very pretty, very rugged. Yeah, I didn't expect that, but that was quite magnificent, travelling the other side, east of Mount Isa. The Qantas Museum and the Stockman's Hall of Fame in Longreach, well worth going to. The only problem was we done a tour. The only way you get to see those planes, the big ones, is you've got to pay to go on a tour. Unfortunately, with the tour, you've got probably 20 to 30 people behind you, and the tours are timed. So you don't get a lot of time to film, as you've probably seen when I was trying to do some filming, especially in the Michael Jackson's plane, or the Jackson's plane. I was hurried along. Bit of a pity, but yeah, look, if you get the opportunity, well worth going to. Winton. It's like you can either drive into a place, ride into a place, or walk into a place, and you get a feeling straight away that it's a really, really nice place. And riding into Winton, that's what I got. And spending the night there and going and looking around the next day, out of all the places, I would say Winton would have been in the top 2 of what I stopped at, what we stopped at on the way through. I don't know what the other guys thought, but I really, really liked Winton. The other was a place called Hillston in New South Wales, it's south of Cobar. We've always gone from Cobar, bloody Wilcannia, Broken Hill, and this time I decided I didn't want to go back through Wilcannia and that, because you can't leave nothing unattended because it'll get nicked. If it's not bolted down, it'll get taken. If it is bolted down, they'll go and find a fucking spanner and undo it and take it. Anyway, so I suggested, well, let's go through this way. And we stopped at this place called Hillston. Beautiful, beautiful little town. It was on a river. I can't think of the name of the river. But I will go back there. We stayed at a motel. Very, very nice. There's lots of other places, but these places really struck a chord with me. I'd seen quite a bit of the country before, but anyway, we got back on oh God, I can't remember the bloody day now, but we got back. We were pretty knackered. I must admit it. It's probably taken me up until the day before yesterday before I was getting around okay. It did knock me about quite considerably. My medication, which caused a lot of fatigue, you've got to manage that when you're riding, driving, whatever. You know, you've got to think of other people on the road as well. But anyway, that's something I've got to deal with. Next trips I'm looking at considering to do is between Cobar and Hilston. There was a place called Lake Cargellico. Now, we didn't go down there, but we've seen a lot of caravans turn off the road onto the track down there. So I looked it up on the internet, and it's got a beautiful looking caravan park on a nice big lake, all grassed. So we're looking at, I'm looking at heading over there. That's about 870 odd k's from here. Another one is Lightning Ridge. I'd like to go up there for the Opal Festival. That's in July. I don't know how bloody cold it'll be, but Lightning Ridge is another one I'm planning on. Glenrowan. Glenrowan's been on my bucket list for God knows how many years. I've always changed my mind and gone somewhere else, but that's another one. Back to the border. Very likely we'll probably get back over there. I want to do what's left of the original Eyre Highway, and I think it's about 470 k's. You go out from Penong and come back in at Nullarbor, go out from Nullarbor, come back in at Border Village. Some dirt rides I'm looking at wanting to do is back up the Flinders. I've done them before. They're on a KLR 650 up to Ayers, Lake Eyre and right through the Flinders. Birdsville, Lake Gardner Speed Week, always wanted to go out there. The Walcher, it's up the top of New South Wales ADV rally, it's in November. Won't be getting to this one obviously, but next year if my health holds out, I wouldn't mind going up there. If there's anyone interested in travelling together or that's going up that way, drop us a comment or whatever. If you want to travel together, I'm quite happy to do that. I live in the Riverland, so it's pretty much on the way from anyone that's coming up through from Adelaide. What have I got new since I got back? Well, to alleviate the audio problem, I got another new helmet, and I got a chin-mounted clamp, and on the back I can stick this little thing here, and that sits up underneath the chin of the helmet, and I can talk directly to it. Prior to this, I had a little mic that was on the side here, and I hate riding with the bloody visor down, so I was always lifting my visor up and it was catching a lot of wind noise in it. So it wasn't a problem with the machinery, it was a problem with how I'd put the shit together. So I'm hoping all this is going to change. I went and got a new tent. Speaking of tents, now, this fucks me off no end, but we travelled 6,000 k's over to the west, as you know. Took swags, took camping gear. Never got off the fucking motorbike. Anyway, so here we are. We're going to camp out in the scrub and we're going to cook fucking goannas and shit behind a fucking tree and all this sort of stuff on this trip. Yeah, who are we fucking kidding? We're a bunch of soft cocks. Me swag, all me crap, didn't come off the bike. Stayed in motels again. Mind you, it was pretty fucking hot, and we didn't mind turning on the air conditioner and having a shower rather than putting up a bloody tent or a swag out and under a tree in the fucking sand and the flies and the snakes, and there were a few snakes around too. Yeah, having a stinky, sweaty arse crack and itchy nutsack from sweat and salt. So it was good to stay in the motels. Anyway, let's get back to it. Not sure if that was a chair or my fucking back. Went and purchased a reactive outdoor. They call it a 3-second tent. you got to lay the fucking thing out on the ground sheet and throw the legs out. So it's not really a 3-second tent when you think about this is how long it takes to put it up, and that's from the time you touch that package to the time the tent's up. It's a little bit longer, but what they're referring to is once your legs are laid out, you reach over, you grab the centre, you just lift it up, bang, and it's all done. All you've got is 4 pegs you can put in the ground, and you're done. She's all good. I looked at a lot of reviews on the internet about it, and there was a couple of blokes on there whinging and bitching about it. One let some water in, but I think it was the way he had the cover on the top. Another bloke said the same thing, but you can see on the review he's doing on YouTube, he hasn't even got the tops there, and they've got this thing you've got to push down, which makes it all tight. He didn't even have it down. So I didn't take too much notice of his, but all the rest were pretty good. I put it up with my bad back, and I pegged it down. I didn't have any problems. It's a 2 to 3 person tent. Plenty of room to put all your shit in there. I don't know what it is, probably 4 kilo maybe. I'm not sure what it is. But it's nothing for the bike anyway. So I'm hoping to get that out and use that. I've got a couple of camo nets. I don't even know what that'll weigh, probably nothing. So if I am camping out in the bush, I can throw a couple of camo nets around just to block the view from people. A drone, was it a DJI Mini 4 Pro? Now I know most of you are going to get this, are going to launch it inside your house, like I did. Well, that's all well and good, but it's got a thing on called obstacle avoidance. Now I put it on, so what that does is if you're flying it and it gets close to something, it'll stop and it'll find a way around it, above it or under it or whatever, or it'll just stop there. So I launched this thing in my lounge room and it comes up to about this high, and it just sort of sits there looking at you. And I started flying around and it went fucking berserk. It hit the roof, it kept smashing into the fucking roof. It ended up over the dog's bed. The dog's fucking shot through. He didn't want nothing to do with it. And it was because I'm trying to fly it manually, the obstacle avoidance was still on, and it's trying to stop it from getting close to the walls, the roof, and it just ended up losing the plot. So if you're going to do that, take it off so you can fly it manually without any problems. I've still got propeller marks in the roof in the lounge room. Not sure if the dog's got over it yet, but anyway. I've got a small tank bag from Temu. I think it's about $45. Magnetic thing, just slips over to the Triumph, and I can just pull it off and carry it around like a fucking man bag or whatever you call it. Saves having to have your pockets full of shit, because nothing worse trying to get in a motorbike. Your pockets are full of shit, your legs are all sweaty and hot, and your pants are stuck to your bloody skin. At least with this, you got no problems doing it. What else have I got here? Tyres. I got these new, I'll come around and grab the camera. I got these new Michelin, I think they're a Super Anarchy. I'm not sure if you can see too much there. But by God, have they got some grip on them. I'll show you over in here. You can see, I'm not sure if you can see all these little tits that are hanging off. Well, anyway, yesterday when I picked it up, I come around the corner, I thought the fucking thing was going to run me straight up to the footpath, because these little tits gripped on, and I really had to pull it back. So I need to take it out on a dirt road or take it out somewhere so I can wear them off, because by Jesus, it pulls you around. I've made some notes here so I don't lose track of what I'm doing, but that never fucking seems to work. Anyway, so the next trip is on the 27th of this month. I'm heading over to Whyalla. Catch up with a couple of old mates over in Whyalla. Do a bit of filming over there. I started school there in, 67. When I come back, I'll stop off up in the Flinders, probably Melrose or somewhere like that. do a bit more filming, and then come on home. I'll only be gone for about a week. And then it'll be bloody Christmas time and all the bullshit starts. Anyway, that's about it. Just thought I'd let you know, yeah, I'm still here, still alive. Still got plans of doing shit. The cancer hasn't killed me yet, so we'll find out in this month. I've got x-rays upriver, and then next month I've got a PET scan and some tests in Adelaide to see how far the cancer's progressed through my bones. So hopefully I've still got a few months in me anyway. All right, thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Be good if you could drop us a comment, or just to let me know that people are still alive out there in the world. Anyway, till next time, viewers. See you later.